Gentlemen, welcome back. I am reviving real news. How are you gentlemen doing this afternoon? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves on this Friday afternoon. It is the weekend. Yay. Yay. But I hope you guys are well and I hope you're taking care of yourselves in every aspect possible. Physical, spiritual, and mental health. It's going to be important, gentlemen. It definitely is truly going to be important. And again, I'm just going to say this. I've never seen anything like this in my country for this time of year. I actually went, I had to go downtown today. And dude, there's none of the businesses, nothing. No businesses, no restaurants, shops, offices. I mean, nothing. And some of these businesses are world renowned, and they've been doing stuff for 50 or 60 years. I've never experienced this. There might have been two or three businesses or shops that had stuff in the window, and they were all LG HD TV community nonsense crap. Like, yeah. I'm sorry, gentlemen, for harping on this, but I'm a little older, and I know how things go and how they're supposed to go. This is not normal. This isn't. I personally, I have no dog in the fight. I care for the kids. And this isn't good. This is not good. On the flip side, I kind of personally enjoy it because I like seeing the idiots fucking cry and scream and whine. Oh, I ain't got no money for my blah, 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 blah. And I like seeing the filthy, disgusting businesses crash and burn. I'm not for those things. I don't care about Walmarts. I don't care about other companies like that. I hope they crash and burn. I hope they crash and burn. So I don't feel for them. I just feel for the kids. My family was dirt poor, and we at least knew what the season was, and we, had experiences and memories. Hey, this shit, what I'm experiencing, this ain't it. I thank the Lord that I don't have kids. I don't have any kids, like, under 18 children. I'm glad I don't. This will be depressing. It's just, guys, it's just weird. I have a hard time grasping my head around it. But also, in a way, I kind of hope this has a lot to do with men saying fuck off, turning their back and walking away from all of this. I hope it is. I really do. Because we're not wanted. Nobody gives a fuck. And if somebody says whatever to you, as far as, hanging out or wanting you to be around, it's not for you, it's for them. And that's just the God's honest truth. It's just, I've never experienced this, guys. It's just very bizarre and unfamiliar territory. And I know who it's bothering the most. It ain't bothering the dudes unless you're some fucking weirdo. I mean, I have to go out in society and I have to go out in public and shit. You can tell it's irking the females. It is. They don't have their parties and their gift swaps, and they don't have all these nonsensical bullshit, stupid fucking dollar store and fucking Hobby Lobby decoration crap. I can see it. I can pick up on. They're being evil and hateful and what's the word the phrase I'm looking for? Short worded or short, like real snappy, real short. And that's what it is, because no one's validating them, no one's giving them things, no one's making them feel cheery. It's just, you can tell. And it's like, hey, you stupid bitches, we're not obligated to do anything. Who gives a fuck? And I don't really care because I hate the bickering this time of year. I hate the competition. Every fucking moron in this country thinks they're a fucking 5-star chef, and I hate it. For whatever you call it, I don't care. You guys get my point. It annoys the hell out of me. I don't miss that stuff. I don't miss the bickering over everybody can cook. Most people can't cook. and their food is crap, and you get sick from it. I just, phew. I definitely don't miss that stuff. But you can see it, man. You can see. Most dudes still, they carry themselves the same, like it's not bothering them, but you can definitely tell with the women. You can. And I will put an asterisk with that. I do know some of these women are having the whatever for the right reasons because they don't want to spend the money on the junk. And then number two, there isn't no money to spend on their kids. Like, I know this. Hey guys, I just told you I went downtown. I had to do stuff. I saw parts of the city that even a couple months ago were full of tenants, cars, people living, just full of life. Hey, I went different roads and blocks and everything, and there's housing and like affordable housing and stuff like that, apartment complexes, townhouses for just stretches and stretches. Moral of the story, gentlemen, I shit you not. I'm talking stretches upon stretches, like maybe a mile or a half a mile stretches. I mean, just everything empty. Everything is fucking empty. The parking lots were bare. The fucking windows were open, or they had the curtains up on it so the light would get. I mean, where I live is the worst for the housing and for all that negative, dangerous stuff. I was floored at what I saw. There's people sleeping on top of people, but yet I just witnessed it looked like something out of a video game or a movie of how empty everything. I mean, houses were empty, then complexes were empty, and then you'd have like duplexes where I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen it. Wow. Wow, gentlemen, I don't know. Glad I'm out of here. I'm glad that I'm out of here. I'm not going to miss any of this. I say again, in my life, I've never seen that many empty things. There wasn't one city notice on there. There wasn't a county notice. There wasn't evictions taped on there. They didn't have those keypad lock things where you got to put the keypad in to get the key to actually open. They didn't have none of those kind of like things to close the buildings or the homes up. This is criminal. Like, this is an absolute crime, and it's an absolute attack on the men. This is bullshit what they're doing. And it's on purpose. It's what's called preferential housing or preferred housing. You make everybody homeless, then you get both sexes, men and women, fighting and everything for homes and food and for shelter, yada, yada, yada. Well, here comes preferred housing. They've got all these open, empty, vacate everything because they're letting the pot boil. They're letting that pot slowly boil until it starts to bubble over. And then when everybody gets housing things from the shelters or what have you, or when agencies get donations and churches do, this is the preferential treatment of the preferred housing. All us men are going to be fucked. And everything I just saw is going to all be given to these fucking stupid bastard-raising women. Fuck the holidays, men. Like, this is real world, real shit, reviving real fucking news. I ain't never seen this. And I've worked in states that have some of the worst poverty and the whatever kind of living conditions, because it's Appalachia's the poorest part of America. But I've never seen this. You might go like a couple rows of apartments or a couple rows of a trailer park in these areas of America where people weren't living, but not what I just saw in a major city. Yeah, bro, several of you know where I live. For this city to be like that is something out of a movie or a video game. Huh. See why I always say take care of yourselves and be situationally aware? Nobody will talk about this or tell you. I wanted to put these things in videos, but I've been told not to do it. I've been told by a lot of people don't do it because that's how you get in trouble or how other things happen, so I won't do it. I won't. But if anybody who I speak to in private wants to see for real, I got no problem. I'll show you. I've never seen shit like this in my life. They even had Habitat for Humanity homes that were just empty, closed up, with all the rental or leasing shit right there. I've never seen anything like this. But I digress, gentlemen. Let's revive some real news, shall we, guys? This ain't going to take long. I'm just doing this because I think it's trash, and it's a direct spit in the face of men. But there's a couple other things I'm going to break down, too. I think most of us are aware just because of how the news and everything, the internet works. There's a entity or a thing that played sports ball in America. Quote unquote, the WNBA. But this entity, being or whatever, ain't no fucking woman. Don't kid yourself. This thing's name is Brittany Griner. And this individual got caught with marijuana stuff or the oil or whatever her bullcrap excuse lies are. I don't believe any of it for a second. But this entity, demon, whatever the fuck it looks like, wants to call itself, got busted over in the country you see on the screen. Because they have laws over there that are strict against it. Okay, we all are probably aware that this thing was sentenced to 9 or 10 years in the gulag over in Russia. Hey, gentlemen, not only did they spit in our face by going and getting this fucking transformer out of the gulag and bring it back over here, which is a complete... Dude, this is all ritual. This is practical magic and all kinds of bullshit. Evil. Fucking pure evil happening. This stupid, Let's Go Brandon motherfucker goes out here and makes this deal for this, transformer. Now, gentlemen, if this would have been a, air quote, male or somebody who identified as a male, you can kick rocks with this. Brandon wouldn't be doing anything, and nobody would be going over to swap prisoners or writing all these 2-month-long articles about, oh, this isn't fair, America's not doing anything, we need to support and we need to blah, 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 blah. Hey, guys, look, before I even get anywhere with this at all, why is this happening? Number one, because it's somebody that is part of the LGHD community. Plain and simple. Number two, this is all part of a ritual. This is a direct spit in the face of men, of heterosexual men. This is some complete bullshit. That's the only reason this is going on at all. That's the only reason. This person is no good at... What talent or what value does this individual bring? Nothing. And again, I'll call it for what it is. If this entity or being or demon or whatever the fuck it was, if it was Caucasian or white, this would not be happening. This would not be happening, gentlemen. All this is this pushing this bullshit bogus narrative of how my POC or my Blix are fucking suppressed and all this bullshit. Hey, gentlemen, we're about to see the real truth of this and who the real... Yeah, guys, this is depressing as hell, and this proves all my point to you about how they don't care about men, but specifically a Caucasian man. Let's read this junk. In a deal announced Thursday, Let's Go Brandon agreed to release the Russian arms dealer, Viktor Bout. Hey, gentlemen, let's revive some real news real quick. This gentleman had a famous movie made about him called Lord of War with Nicolas Cage and Jared Leto. Anybody who knows Lord of War, this right here, Viktor Bout, is your Nicolas Cage, okay? This guy's a serious bad dude or whatever you want to call it. And this is exactly what we did. We go and free a demonic, transgender, robotic demon, and we end up and release one of the most criminal or dangerous cartel or weapons dealers in the last 50 years. Now, you make that make sense. You go and release an LG HD TV dildo riding warrior for one of the most dangerous, deadliest cartels or arms dealers in the last 50 years. What sense does that make, gentlemen? But Lord of War is what all this is about. Elon Musk took to Twitter Friday morning to voice his opinion about the prisoner swap Let's Go Brandon negotiated with Russia for the release of U.S. Transformer. I don't care to read her name. On Thursday, Biden announced that the U.S. would release Russian arms dealer Victor Bout, a.k.a. the Lord of War, who was sentenced to 25 years for providing weapons to kill Americans in exchange for the Transformer. The deal notably excluded American Paul Whelan. This is what I'm telling you guys, what I said about how this is a direct spit in the face of men, but specifically Caucasians. See this? The deal notably excluded American Paul Whelan, an Iraqi war veteran who remains imprisoned in Russia since 2018. Musk says the U.S. should never leave behind one of its own service men. You guys seeing this? You starting to put this together here? This is all a humiliation ritual and a direct spit in the face. That's a decorated veteran. He's a Marine. You could have easily pulled off negotiations or swap for this gentleman. But no. Fuck the white man. We've got to be all about the LG HD TV community Transformer dildo rainbow warrior bullshit. Let's get this open and clear, guys. That's not a female in any way, shape, or form. That's been a man the entire time it's existed. Its parents, guardians, whatever you want to call it, planned all of this intentionally. Why? You figure that out on your own, guys. That's all on purpose. This Transformer's not a female at all. Never leave a Marine behind. Never, Musk tweeted. Does it surprise anyone that Let's Go Brandon would leave a Marine behind after they abandoned Americans in Afghanistan? Musk's criticism joined the chorus of Republican lawmakers and others who voiced concern over Brandon's fail to free Whelan. Yeah, who cares about this guy? Republican from Texas took to Twitter demanding an answer from the Biden administration on why he excluded the Iraqi war veteran from the deal. There was likely not a simple choose him or her situation, but if it was, you choose the guy that served our country, Paul Whelan. We should get an explanation from this administration immediately. I agree, but you won't get one because they're all part of the Baphomet system. You won't get it because if they would have taken Whelan, then the ritual and all this shit wouldn't have worked. They would have been looked down upon and they would have been having to answer to their people. That's exactly why. There's a possibility if this Whelan would have been a different community member or a different color or something, maybe, sure. Yeah. Make no mistake about it, guys. This is a direct spit in the face of men. It's just to show men that no matter what you do or how decorated or how honorable you are, ain't nobody coming. Ain't nobody going to save you. No one going to represent you. And damn sure no one's going to get you out. Republican from Illinois echoed, what about retired Marine who had been unjustly detained for years, Paul Whelan? Surely an arms deal is worth two innocent people. See, gentlemen, look at this. You going to tell me that has tatas and a vagina? Are you going to tell me that's not one of the biggest fucking Adam's apples you've ever seen? Are you going to tell me that's not the kind of a forehead that any male on this realm has? Are you going to tell me that those arms and everything else are feminine? That's not female biology or anything. And look at the chest. Look at the chest plate and the chest bone. Women aren't like that. That's not a woman. Women don't do that. They don't look like that. They're not built like that. Their genetics aren't like that. That's a full-on man. That's an absolute full-on man. And if you look at the forehead and the top of the hair, you can already tell what it's starting to do. And before too long, all of that hoopla crap is going to be clip-on fucking extensions and that bull crap that they get at the fucking corner store from Thuggerone when they're getting their stupid Rillos. I ain't no dummy. I know that ain't no fucking woman. No way, shape, or form at all. That's a demonic, satanic, Baphomet transformer piece of shit. That's more valuable than a man. That's what they tell you. That's more valuable than a Caucasian male. You can go fuck yourself. In a subsequent tweet, Kissinger congratulated Griner on her release and defended that calling for Whelan's release was not unreasonable. It is not in any way partisan or unreasonable to both congratulate Brittany on her freedom while being critical that the man who has been captive for years was again skipped over. I have been engaged in this for 6 years after receiving this 3 years ago today. In a statement to Fox News Digital, Republican from New York called the prisoner swap a bad deal. It is a bad deal. But it's a ritual. So is this, gentlemen. This is a ritual. The eye, the one eye, the covering of the eye. There's also another ritual or symbology to that. It's the black eye sign, the black eye thing. Go look all that up yourselves, guys. From the Pope to John Kerry to Tiger Woods, LeBron James, Eminem, Beyonce, Rihanna, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, Bobby Ray Hall, the Andretti family, the Williams sons and their father. I can go on for days about all of this. The black eye ritual. Go look it up yourselves. That's all a ritual. This guy's a piece of crap. He's a loser, nobody. And of course, there you go. That's Stunning and Brave right there with them fucking warthog rings and. That's, yeah, look, right here. Cherelle Griner, wife of Olympian and garbage player, Brittany Griner speaks after Let's Go Brandon announced her release from Russian gulag. Hey, gentlemen, look, they really want you to think, oh, I can't do it. I'm going to vomit in my mouth. Ugh. I'm glad this is over with. Hey, guys, look. This is all intentional. It's all on purpose. This is a ritual. It's an insult to men. It's a clear showing to let you know subliminally that you have no value. That they were not good. They just told you in the article. There's a decorated Marine and they don't give two fucks. I just let all this sink in, guys. I know a lot of people know about this story, but I'm just trying to show you a little bit different. I'm trying to show you it a little bit differently. That is not a woman at all. This is not what on the surface what they tell you it is. Okay, it's the only reason I'm doing this. I don't care about this transformer or the sport ball or any of that nonsense. I made this to show you guys that what they're telling you and why they're telling you it happened is not the truth. What really happened is a ritual. And the other message is to show men of all creeds, colors, and cultures that you are nothing, that you're disposable, you're unwelcomed, and they prefer you to be locked up and die. And gentlemen, that's the God's honest truth, man. And again, look at this thing. I'm telling you guys again, look at that gigantic fucking grapefruit for an Adam's apple. And look at those arms, guys. It's very simple. This individual also, you can tell if I had better software, I could probably mess with it, but I could show you the Adonis belt on this transformer. It's just pathetic, guys. It's really sad. And again, right here, like I told you, there's two things that go with this. The one eye symbology, without a doubt, and then there's also the black eye ritual. The black eye ritual is real, fellas. I'm telling you that one. There was a time and a place several years ago when it was partially in the mainstream news because so many politicians and or religious leaders all had the black eye at the same day or the same week, and people couldn't avoid talking about it. You know, like, why would the Pope have a black eye? You know what I mean? Like, why would John Kerry have a black eye? You see what I mean? Like why? How would Beyonce get a black eye? You know what I mean? Like those things just don't happen. But I digress, gentlemen. Yeah, I hope that wasn't too off the kilter or too whatever. And again, I know most people don't really care about it, and I didn't talk about it to care about her or that. I did it to kind of just show you the truth of it. You know, what's really happening. And that's the fact, Jack. That's the facts. It's a ritual. That's not a woman. And all the other stuff is what I explained to you. It's the one eye symbology and it's the black eye ritual, gentlemen. But enjoy your Friday, guys. Enjoy your Friday. It looks like it's about to get real nasty, guys. I'm dead. I'm not kidding you. It's gotten that crazy since I started doing this. Yeah. Wow. But I hope you guys take care of yourselves, man. Enjoy your Friday. And I appreciate you watching and listening, and hopefully maybe it made sense to you, or you kind of, raised some questions that you never knew you had to ask before. I just don't want people, I want you men to understand what's really happening for why it's happening. This is all bullshit propaganda, and I'm trying to peel the onion layers back and show you. So, yeah. That's the truth, guys. This has nothing to do with what they're telling you at all. It's got nothing to do with that. Sick. It really is sick, guys. And it's really sickening how many lost, misguided men believe that's really a woman. That's really just weird stuff, guys, that people... But hey, it's part of the system we're in. And that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing and trying to say what I say, so maybe I can enlighten some people or maybe get some people to ask the right questions. As always, gentlemen, if you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. This has been Reviving Real News.